Hello everyone. Today I am going to explain the next chapter in the first unit, that is software process. So the next topic is the project and the process. Let's see the definition regarding what is the project and what is the process. A software project is one instance of the development problem. So if any development, you have to know the solution, or regarding the software project, you should know one instance regarding that particular problem is known as a software project. In the development process, takes the project from user and develops software needed by the user. So if you want to develop any of the software or any of the project that is needed by the user, so that is what the development process. So what is the goal regarding, or what are the things to be considered? The cost, schedule and the quality. So based on the delivering software. So you should keep these three factors while delivering the software process or the product: cost, schedule and the quality. So these are all the project what factors or the goals should be considered. Next is the software process. What do you mean by process exactly? The sequence of steps performed to achieve some goal. So if you want to pass the exam, you should read everything. You should completely read one chapter, one unit, second chapter, third chapter, step by step. Or what is the marks coverage of maximum questions. So that should be concentrate more. So that is a process or the steps to perform or to achieve some goal or to score a good marks. So this is what the process. So in software process, the sequence of steps performed to produce software with high quality, within budget and the schedule. So if you want to develop some product or the software, so it should be in a high quality. Obviously, we should not compromise with in the quality and within that budget. The cost is also less, and you should in the schedule or the timing should be in a less. So less time within that budget and the quality is high. This should be done in a sequence of steps. It is known as a software process. So many types of activities performed by different people in a software project. Better to view software process by comprising of many component process. So next is the software process framework for the activities, action and tasks that are required to build high quality software. So what exactly is the process to build up the high quality? So process is a series of steps involving activities, constraints and resource that produce an intended output of some kind. So if you want to develop a software in a good manner, or the productivity high agbeku, increased productivity ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, you should maintain some steps and you should involve some activities or the constraints and the resource that should be needed for the customer. So this method of developing a software is known as a software process. The process is distinct from product to product are outcomes of executing a process on a project. Not every project or not every product is same. Every product's process is different from different product to different product. The software engineering focuses on the process because you should more concentrate on the quality, you should more concentrate on the schedule as well as the cost. Then what are the components that we are seeing in the software process? Two major processes: development and the project management. What exactly the development is? It focuses on the development and the quality steps needed to engineer the software. And the project management means focuses on planning and controlling the development process. Development is nothing but, for example, any software product antandaga we need to develop some source code. So what is the steps to be taken to develop such source code? That is what the development. Or you should focus on the quality. How to maintain the quality is regarding the development. What is project management? It focuses on the planning and controlling the development process. So what is the first step? What is the second step? What is the third one? So this is all about the planning and how to control such things regarding cost irbodu, manpower irbodu, machinery irbodu, or the any budget factors irbodu. You should controlling all such matters. That is belongs to project management. And the development process is the heart of software process. Other process revolve around it. Yes, exactly, the cost, schedule and the manpower is very important. So that is why it is known as the heart of software process. And there are executed by different people regarding development, execute engineer, process manager, and the process manager execute the management process. Different fields ಅಲ್ಲಿ different peoples work ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಮೇನ್ಲಿ ಡೆವಲಪರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅವರವರ ಕೆಲಸನ ಅವ್ರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಇನ್ ಅ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನರ್. ದೆನ್ ಅದರ್ ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸ್ ಯಾವ್ದ್ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರೇಷನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್, change management process, process management process, inspection process. Including development and the project management, there are some other process in the component process. One is configuration management process. So here we should manage the evolution of artifacts. Second, change management process, how the changes are incorporated. If any changes required in the requirements irbodu athwa yavade ondu factors alli, so it needs some changes regarding the management process. So that is what the change management process. And the process management process means management of process themselves. So it needs some management level changes. So that all comes under the process management process. Then the inspection means you should keep on inspecting how the software is going on, what is the factors to be taken, where the errors are there or errors is not there, or what is the quality and how the quality or what is the productivity increases or decreases. So these are all the inspection process. Next is development process and process model. So one the project anta tagondaga we should divide such things into different models. So in that some of the models yak ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ process models ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು, let's see now. The set of phases and each phase being sequence of steps. So combined ಆಗಿ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ನ at a one shot we should not do such things, because ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಎರರ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅಥವಾ where is the problem occurred, we are facing some problems to judge that errors. So that is what ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ವೈಸ್ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಅಕ್ಯುರೇಸಿ ಇರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಮೋರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ಡ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ದೆನ್ ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮೆಥಡಾಲಜಿ ವೈಸ್ ನಾವು ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ದ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ಸ್ ಜನರಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ದಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಫಾಲೋಡ್ ಬೈ ಸಮ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ದೇರ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್. ಯಾಕೆ ನಾವು ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಡಿವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸಮ್ ಗೋಲ್ಸ್ to reach that particular achievement. So that is what the process models. Here we'll see some different models regarding the software project. The first thing is waterfall model. You all know that waterfall is nothing but a flowing of water. So one after the other ನಾವು ಸೀಕ್ವೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ಸನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಥವಾ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ವಾಟರ್ಫಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಈಸ್ ಅ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ that introduced, and it is also in the form of linear sequence of steps, means step by step sequentially one after the other ಅದು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೇಸ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ವೆನ್ ದ ಪ್ರೀವಿಯಸ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟೆಡ್. ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ದೆರ್ ಈಸ್ ನೋ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ರಿಗಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ such waterfall model, because once the requirements has been fulfilled, you cannot change that requirement during the software project. So that is what once you all completed your requirements and you should understand every requirement is needed, there is no changes in the project, in that only you should use the waterfall model. So works for well understood problems with minimal or no changes in the requirements, because in this waterfall model you cannot change your requirements in the middle. So that is what the waterfall model is. So that is why what the problems you should understand it very well, that is 100% complete understand agidre you can use this waterfall model. And each major phase is marked by milestone and the deliverables. So this is what the diagram regarding the waterfall model here, system feasibility and the requirement analysis, system design, coding, installation. So regarding that, you should maintain all the report regarding the system feasibility ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಕೋಡಿಂಗ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಾಲೇಷನ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದಕ್ಕೂ ನಾವು ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲಿಡೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ವೆರಿಫಿಕೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಸೊ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ನೋ the next steps, or once the requirements completely fulfilled, then only you can use this model. Otherwise, if there is any changes requirement in this model, you cannot use the waterfall model. So here the linear ordering implies each phase should have some output. So here, yes, system feasibility, it requires what a requirement analysis and project planning, and this, yes, in these things, the requirement analyst and the project planning, after this validation again it comes back to the system design. So after this should be completed, it goes to the design part. After all the completion of the designing part in detailed, then you should comes with the coding part. Then all the coding or the programs should complete, then it comes for the testing and integration. So after the testing or the integration part is over, then you should comes with the installation, and after installation you should maintain such operations. So this is what the what a linear ordering implies. Each phase should have some output. For every phase it gives some output, and this output must be validated and certified. Yes, every position or every steps complete ಆದಮೇಲೆ you should validate such output whether it is correct or not, and that should be verified. And after that verification is over, then it should gives to the next step. So the output of earlier phases is known as a work products. So that is the work products for the next one. So common outputs of a waterfall is SRS ಇರ್ಬೋದು, project plan, design documents, test plan, reports, and the final code. After that, supporting documents. Yeah, some of the advantages regarding waterfall model. So it is somewhat easy to use because every steps you got some output as a work product. So that is what it is easy to understand, and it is easy to use. So after that, it is easy to understand and it is easy to use, and because of the and provide structure in inexperienced staff. So and it is somewhat easy, so you can do by any staff. Experienced staff beku anta necessity illa, because it is easy. Then you should understand it very easily, so you can manage it by inexperienced or experienced staff. Milestone are well understood, then sets requirement stability, then it is good for management control, and that is plan, staff, and the track. For step by step validation agodrinda what is the thing happened, and you should keep on track with all such things. Experienced staff irodrinda it is easy to understand the structure. Then works well when quality is more important than cost and schedule. And some of the disadvantage in the waterfall model is all the requirement must be known upfront. Yes, I said earlier in the previous slide, you cannot change the requirements in the middle. So this is what the one disadvantage of waterfall model. If anything changes requirement for the customer needs, you cannot change in the middle of the software project. That is one of the disadvantage of waterfall model. And it follows the big bang approach, all or nothing delivery, too risky. And very documented oriented, requires document at the end of each phase. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫೇಸಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಡಾಕ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಸಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸ್ಅಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್, ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಸ್ಟೆಪ್ ಯು ಶುಡ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಸಮ್ documents and you should report. Then views software developments as manufacturing process rather than the creative process, and no iterative activities and change management that lead to creating a final product. Yes, obviously there is no change management process in the requirements irbodu, or there is no involved in the iterative activities, so in the final for creating the final product, and long wait before the final product. Yes, complete step by step or the sequential order ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಟು ಗೆಟ್ the final product. So these all the disadvantage regarding the waterfall model. And the next we'll move to the prototyping model. This prototyping addresses the requirement specification limitation of waterfall and the V model. So why the waterfall model, prototyping is introduced means to overcome the disadvantage of or the limitation of waterfall and the V model. So instead of freezing requirements only by discussion, prototyping is to build to understand the requirements. Initially ನಾವು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಫ್ರೀಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಸೊ some of the disadvantage we are facing in the waterfall. So that is why we should not freeze such requirements in the discussion. We should build to understand the requirements in the prototyping. So that is one of the limitations overcome by the waterfall model. Helps lessens the requirements risk. Requirements in the middle ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಅದರ ರಿಸ್ಕ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಆಯಿತು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಕಡಿಮೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. Focus is only quickly developing the model, not on good programming practices, and after preliminary requirements gathering, it visually shows the user what the requirements may look like when implemented. So keep on changing the requirements or in between the changes ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದಾಗ ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವ ಥರ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಯೂಸರಿಗೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬೋದು. So that is one of the helpful factors in the prototyping model. So this is the diagramming regarding prototyping. Here requirement analysis includes requirements, design, code and testing. After all the combination of this, you should move to the design, code and test. And some of the advantage and disadvantage and the applicability of prototyping here. So it is more stable when compared to the waterfall model, and you should not freeze any requirements in the previous or in the first stage only. You can requirement frozen later. Then experience helps in the main development. So yes, development process ಅಲ್ಲಿ experience ಇತ್ತು ಅಂದರೆ prototyping model ಕೂಡ ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Then disadvantage, potential hit on cost and schedule. In the middle of the project ನಾವು ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಪ್ರೊಸೆಸಿಂಗ್ ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಶೆಡ್ಯೂಲ್ ಮೇ ವೇರಿ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡಿಸಡ್ವಾಂಟೇಜ್ ವೆನ್ ಕಂಪೇರ್ ಟು ದ ವಾಟರ್ಫಾಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್. ಸೊ ಬಿಕಾಸ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ನ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ವಿ ಶುಡ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ದಟ್ ನೀಡ್. So in the waterfall model, but in prototyping we cannot froze the requirements in the earlier stage. So that's why how much cost we need, how much time it will take, we should know, not knowing that. So that is one of the disadvantage. And where this type of model is used when requirements are hard to elicit and confidence in requirements is low and requirements are not well understood. Yes, because requirements kadme iddaga athwa hard to understand iddaga in this sort of ಮಾಡೆಲ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು. ದೆನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ನಮಗೆ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗಲ್ಲಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಸೊ ಮಿಡಲಲ್ಲಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುವಾಗ ಸೊ ನಾವು ಪ್ರೋಟೋಟೈಪಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. And the next is iterative development. So it solves all or nothing drawback of waterfall model, and it is also introduced to overcome or the drawback of waterfall model. So it combines the benefits of prototyping and waterfall. So what is iterative development is, it is a combination of benefit of prototyping as well as waterfall model. So develop and deliver software in increments. So one after the other or incrementally way you can develop the software. Each increment is compete in itself, can be viewed as a sequence of waterfalls. Feedback from one iteration is used in the future iteration. Yes, ಒಂದ್ರದ್ದು ಏನು ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೋ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಬಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಆರ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಇಟ್ರೇಷನ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಯೂಸೇಜ್ ಟು ಲೆಸ್ the errors. So it is somewhat important in the development process, because feedback is more important in the future, because you cannot judge or you cannot understand the feedback of what they give, somewhat maybe in the ಲಾಸ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗೋ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಫುಲ್ ವೆಲ್ ದ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಒನ್ ಇಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ಟು ಅನದರ್ ಇಟ್ರೇಷನ್ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಇನ್ ದ future problem. Yes, so the same thing, design, implement and the analysis. So it can be it is in the 0, 1 to up to n. Yes, this is a iterative enhancement. In this it gives some feedback and it can be implemented in this step, and this feedback can be implemented in the further step, so on up to the end. So if any drawback in this system, you can implement or you can overcome the drawbacks in this step. If anything changes in this, you can overcome in this, and this steps is going on. Yes, so next is benefits, drawback and where it is to be applicable. Yes, feedback for the improvement. So one benefit, major benefit is feedback concept irodrinda, so error free agi ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಆಗೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಚಾನ್ಸಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಗೆಟ್ ಆ್ಯಸ್ ಯು ಪೇ, ಎಸ್, ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ದೆನ್ ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್, ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ಆರ್ ದ ಡಿಸೈನ್ ಮೆ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಆಪ್ಟಿಮಲ್, ರಿವರ್ಕ್ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸ್, ಟೋಟಲ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಮೋರ್. ಎಸ್, ನಾವು ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ನ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ನ ಪದೇ ಪದೇ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಇನ್ಕ್ರೀಸಸ್. ರೀವರ್ಕ್, ಎವ್ರಿ ಟೈಮ್ ನಾವು ಚೇಂಜಸ್ ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮಲ್ಲಿ ರೀವರ್ಕ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ರೀವರ್ಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಸೆಸ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಮೇ ಬಿ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡ್ರಾಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಇಟ್ರೇಟಿವ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಅಪ್ಲಿಕೇಬಿಲಿಟಿ, ವೆನ್ ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಈಸ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್, ಆಲ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ನೋನ್. ಎಸ್, ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನಿಸ್ತು, ದಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಫೀಡ್ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. in such process, in such project, we can use the iterative development. Yes, another form of iteration here you can use in this diagram, that is the first iteration does the requirements and the architecture in the waterfall way. Yes, the first thing, and the development and the delivery is done incrementally in iteration. And this you can use from the existing software and the architecture plus requirement in the development iteration. You can use the feedback what is to be done in the next step. Selection of requirements irbodu, design irbodu, building irbodu, test irbodu before releasing the software. So you can use such feedback. So that is what error free agi navu software na release ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. Yes, the next concept is the rational unified process. So that is RUP. It is one of the another way of iterative software development process framework, and it can be created by the Rational Software Corporation of IBM since 2003. And it is not a single concrete prescriptive process, but rather an adaptable process framework. So in the this development organization that will select the elements of a process that are appropriate for their needs. So you should select some of the elements for the fulfill of their needs. So this is the diagram regarding RUP, that is Rational Unified Process. Here there are 4 steps mainly: inception, elaboration, construction and the transition. Yeah, here inception, elaboration, construction and the transition, and it commits resources for collaboration, and this is for construction, and this is for the product mature or the customer ready, and the end of the customer or the customer acceptance. This is the transition. Yeah, here there are, I already said, there are 4 consecutive phases, that is inception, elaboration, construction, transition. So each phase is concluded with a well defined milestone, and each phase has a specific purpose. So ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫೇಸಲ್ಲೂ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾರಿ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಫೇಸು ಅದರದ್ದೇ ಆದ ಒಂದು ಪರ್ಪಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ RUP. We'll see one by one. So inception phase is nothing but a vision document, use case model, project glossary, and the initial business case, initial risk assessment, project plan showing phases and iteration, and the business model. So this is what the inception phase. And project milestone is taken by the life cycle objective milestone. And the elaboration means the use case model at least 80% should be completed, and the supplementary requirements, that is non-functional requirements, a software architecture description, an executable architecture prototype, revised risk list and the revised business case, development plan for the overall project, an updated development case specifying the process to be used, a preliminary user manual, that is optional. So, any project na consideration ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ 80% complete ಆಗಿರಬೇಕು ಎಲಾಬ್ರೇಷನ್ ಫೇಸಲ್ಲೇ. ಸೊ ಓವರಾಲ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲ್ಯಾನ್ ಏನು, ಓವರಾಲ್ ಪ್ರಾಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನು, ದೆನ್ ಹೌ ದ ಆರ್ಕಿಟೆಕ್ಚರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಡಿಸೈನ್, ಹೌ ದ description, what is the description regarding the software architecture, all comes under the elaboration phase, and this is what the architecture milestone. And next is the construction phase. The software product is integrated on the adequate platforms, user manual, description of the current release. Yes, construction phase is nothing but user manual. ಈಗ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ನೀವು ಮನೆಗೆ ತೊಗೊಂಬಂದಾಗ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯೂಸರ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೌ ದ ಪ್ರಾಡಕ್ಟ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಯೂಸ್ಡ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕ್ರಿಪ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಕರೆಂಟ್ ರಿಲೀಸ್, ಯಾವಾಗ ಅದು ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಡೇಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೈರಿ ಡೇಟ್ ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ಎವ್ರಿಥಿಂಗ್. ಸೊ ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ದ ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಫೇಸ್, ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಆಪರೇಷನಲ್ ಕೆಪಾಬಿಲಿಟೀಸ್. And the transition phase is nothing but the beta testing to validate a new system against user expectations. Parallel operation with a legacy system, that is it is replacing. Conversion of operational databases, training of users and maintainers, roll out the product to the market, distribution and sale terms. So, after releasing the product, you should know how it is to be validated and how it is to be distribution ಹೇಗಾಯಿತು, ಸೇಲ್ಸ್ ಟೀಮ್ ಹೇಗೆ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿತು, ಅಥವಾ ಇಫ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಟ್ರೈನಿಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಯೂಸರ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ ಮೇಂಟೆನೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಹೌ ದ ಡೇಟಾಬೇಸ್ is to be maintained, all should complete comes under the transition phase. So, this is what the milestone means, the product release milestone. So, this is all about the software process. So, in the next video we will move to the some of the models, that is time boxing model, and some of the models are remaining. We will see in the next video. Thank you.